we're live again for our night owls. We have the third event tonight. People have been info. The second place that you got was in the Olympics. It was the Polish Sabres when you played Jan. That was the other second place you got. Anyway, we're here with the Night Owls Tourney, the third event tonight. The people have spoken. They want some more blood. We're going to make it very short as well, but still we're going to respect the requirements of the tournament. We have 6 people competing. We're doing a round robin based on points with 5 flags. Then we're going to do semifinals. A semifinal between number 2 and number 3. And it's going to be best of 3, 5 flags, and then the final again, best of 3, 5 flags. And if there's a second final, it's going to be best of 1, 5 flags. I just wanted to add something before we go further. I think some of you remember that we were talking about 4th place receiving 2 points. So I haven't yet posted in the ranking system, but I will post it there. And this event here will be will go with the same logic. So if the tournament has at least 8 participants, then 4th place will grant 2 points. If the tournament has 6 participants or 7 participants, and it's obviously going to be a round robin because there isn't any other eligible system. The 2 points on the 4th place will be obtained only if the 4th place will be at the same will have the same score, let's say, as number 3. So if the number 3 and number 4 are separated by a second tiebreak, so for example, if we're playing points and somebody gets 30 points and 4th place also gets 30 points, then yes, we're going to offer that. If not, then no, because otherwise it just gets a little bit too trivial. So yeah, just wanted to mention that. So if somebody gets 4th place tonight, they will get the 2 points only if they have the same number of points as number 3. So we got 6 people, which is great. Let's change the system here into a round robin based on points. Based on points means that you need to score as many flags as possible, even if you're losing. But since we have 5 points, wins are going to be very important as well. And if you lose a fight like 5-0, it's going to affect you pretty bad. Here we go. Settings. 2-stage tournament, round robin, 6 people. Out of 6 people, 3 will advance to the next round. Points scored. And the tie breaks, just so you know. So the first one is points scored, then points difference, then match wins, and the last one, win versus tie participants. We're saving the changes. And we are starting the tournament right now. And be ready because fights are going to go pretty fast. Everybody's going to get at least 5 matches. As I said, all matches in the qualifiers are 5 points. And we're going to start with Chesses versus Subu. Subu, are you here?
Yeah, ready to go.
Great. So, reminder, qualifiers are 5 flags only. But what I need to do first is put post-processing mode back on because it has a nice one for the void map.
Yeah, Chess has to fight me again. That's funny.
Yeah, we're all gonna fight each other though this time, so it's not a.
True. Yeah.
Uh,
Just that it's the first round again is hilarious.
yeah. Oh.
Anyway, good luck.
Okay. 1 second, I need to restart the game, and then we're good to go. Yeah, hopefully this is not gonna take too long. 5 flags fights usually go very fast, so I'm expecting 1 or 2 minutes for each fight. As I said, you can pick any character. This is actually a medium tournament. Just like the previous two. Subu is ready. Chesses is also ready. So we are good to go. Okay, this time we're going into the sharp. Hopefully the muscle memory won't work against me this time again. Chess is left, Subu right, and here we go. So guys, stay ready. You're gonna be fighting very often, and very soon after your previous fights. Sometimes even one after the other. So just stay ready. Next after this is gonna be Piper versus me, and I'm actually afraid of that fight. Oh, I put 7. Okay, it's gonna be 5. I'm gonna change it after this one. Just remember. Nice. I really like what the Racer did with post-processing on this map. It looks really nice with the light on the floor. Looks very clean. Nice thrust. 1-1. Remember that points matter here. So the more you score, the higher you'll be on the leaderboard. And top 3 will move on to the finals. And also get points. 2-1 for Chesses here. Yeah, Laszlo is a good choice against Bara. He's also pretty fast, hits pretty hard. Nice thrust again. That thrust tracks, so if you're moving a little bit to the side, it's gonna hit you. Just like Sam. Nice chop. I think a good compromise would be if most thrusts wouldn't track, but they would be more threatening to the guard, like some of them are right now. 3-3. Nice chop again. 4-3, and Subu needs only one more. Anything can happen in 5 flags, so comeback is available even when you're close to losing. Oh, nice retreat cut there from Chesses. He's actually done it one more time before. Last flag. Oh, and Chesses actually goes with the side step and wins it. even though he was one flag behind. 5-4, still a good number of flags scored by both, including Subu.
GG.
Still a few fights to play, so not the end of the event. Okay, next one is the Boogeyman, Piper. Like the worst matchup you can have is against Piper in 5 flags. Like he's going to come for you. Hope Piper is ready. Our late joiner here. Immediately after that, we're going to see Info versus Daisy. And after that, me versus Info. So maybe we're going to see a mirror between Info and Daisy. We'll see. I honestly, even though I won the previous events, I honestly, in 5 flags, I see myself losing to everybody here if I'm not playing this right. Especially after hosting for so many hours, it can get difficult to be sharp every time. Piper is taking left, and I am taking right side. Yeah, going with Alex. Here we go.
Ooh, goes low. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Venator just couldn't get out of there. He had to somehow kill Piper first, which is easier said than done when you're tired. Yeah, especially against Alex. Whoa, that was incredible. Yeah, Piper just showing us some cinema here. Went under that upcut. Yeah. I'm very happy to see Piper competing here. His fights are always entertaining. Good snap cut after a push from Venator. Able to beat Alex to the guard there. Double, okay. I'm sure Venator's happy with that. That was looking pretty grim. He was being forced against the wall there. Actually takes a hit there, but it wasn't a very good hit. So Venator stab, 1 out. Posta Divina wrapping around. That's something that Isabella. Wow, that didn't land? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. Usually that lands on Isabella. So, yeah. Venator got a bit lucky, but then his luck ran out. Again, the push and the snap cut. Ooh, good try from Venator. The wraparound doesn't land. That's 2 hits, no kill. The dash and actually that was the perfect time to do it this time around. That's a double. This is where the pressure really mounts, especially against somebody like Piper who can just walk all over you if you're not careful. Upcut. Doesn't quite do the job. The Posta Divina stab, but the follow-up doesn't land. Wrapping around again. Ooh, nice. Venator manages to take it. That was a tough fight, though. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta match his level of craziness. Like you need to throw. You need to throw. That's the thing. If you don't throw, he's gonna eat you. But yeah, still good from him. 4 points. Managed to. Actually, when I got to the 3rd flag, I was already happy. I said, okay, it's not gonna be a wash.
Yeah.
So that's good. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Info versus Daisy's next. And 5 flags. Info will be fighting again after this one. Gonna fight against me. We fought a lot tonight. Hopefully Info will not have problems with Parsec. Connected very fast there, so hopefully it's fine. Info on the left, Daisy on the right. Daisy has supported Info a lot in past events and this one as well, and now they're facing each other. So I'm pretty sure Daisy admires Info. Info left, Daisy right. Oh no, please don't tell me there's a problem. Yeah. Can you take left, Info? Yeah, nice. Marie.
Yeah, Marie Mirror, nice.
Actually, I'm thinking of just adding that mask mod that Kubold made for Marie, just so we can get like a different skin. Because it doesn't change like the weapon or the model itself, just like something on the face. So I think that doesn't have any impact, not even visually. Just so we can have a little more diversity. Anyway, info here, moving back and forth. Daisy is patient.
Ooh, grab attempt there.
Grabs, yeah.
Risky, but it would have worked well if Daisy overcommitted.
Info is a very good grabber. Oh, thrust.
Good stab. Triangle out of measure. Yeah, really making Daisy throw there.
Nice.
Yeah, Info takes it. That was again risky, but I like that from Info, just showing some aggression. And it's throwing Daisy off. Triangle from Info. Side steps. A lot of side steps. Gotta watch the stamina, but actually Marie has quite a bit, so she can do a lot of that. Both testing each other out.
Yeah, Daisy's still very patient. Every flag matters.
Mm-hmm.
And we're only 6 people, and 3 of us are going to be in the next round, so anything can happen.
Push, nice.
2. Triangle. Taunt. Nice
Cut to the head there.
3. Yeah, Info is becoming a very good player.
Played away a little bit. Yeah, this is what Info does. Makes you throw, but then you get punished. She's ready to punish. Make no mistake. Doing it a lot. That is brave. Look, yeah. I was gonna say. Yeah, she was in measure for quite a bit there. But I appreciate that Daisy's not, at least with that instance, didn't take the bait right away, because sometimes that can get you punished really fast. Waited till Info got a bit too close to recover it, and then...
Oh, nice triangle. 4-1.
Grab attempt. Info goes in, the triangle lands. There's a cut as well to the arm, but Info's still going. Goes in for a grab. Wow. Beautiful aggression.
5-1. Nice one from Info here. A lot more experience. And now I'm going to be fighting Info. I am on the left and Info on the right. So no break here. Okay. flags, anything can happen. I didn't check who's gonna be next, but we're gonna find out pretty soon. Yendrick. Probably Info wants to change it a little bit. Yendrick has a little bit more power.
Mm-hmm.
And oh, what the hell?
Definitely a wild card of a pick here. It can either go very well for Info or very wrong. And that's gender for everybody, to be fair, but in general, Yendrick does the best against characters that are very slow moving. So Isabella, I would say, is like average speed. She's not particularly fast as far as movement, but she's not slow like Calc or Zera. So I think Isabella can do just fine here if the Isabella player knows how to fight Yendrick, and we're seeing that play out here. Marie is a tough matchup too, though, so I see why Info tried to go for that switch. There's a grab attempt, but Venator knows all about that. Grab from Venator, actually, and tries it twice there and gets it.
Yeah.
You can see Yendrick's head of hair there, too, actually. You don't see that very often.
Info grabbed me a lot today, so I had to get one back. Good fight.
Yeah, well done.
Daisy is actually fighting again, and will be fighting Chesses. Chesses with a very good start, though. Potential candidate for qualifying to the next round.
Yeah, Emerson Gamble. Yeah, for sure. If it paid off, it would have been great, but that's how it goes sometimes. It was 0 to 5, not sure for who, yeah. Yeah, I mean, we've seen like Venu's Yendrick, for example, or even your Yendrick Info do extremely well, so I see why you tried it. It's just it didn't work.
Daisy left, Chesses right.
I think your Marie is much stronger than your Yendrick, though, Info, regardless of matchup, so I guess there's a lesson learned there, but Alex, of course.
Alex for Chesses.
Yeah.
And Marie. Marie can do well against Alex if played right, but if Chesses pumps up the aggression, it's gonna be pretty hard. We'll see. Here we go.
Yeah. Chesses has been experimenting with a lot of different sabers lately. So I'm really curious about this.
Yeah,
Stab to the head there.
he usually gravitates towards Sam, Laszlo, and Alex. He's kind of rotating these three with more playtime on Sam. But I think it's a good idea that he's using a few characters that can help him out.
Jump, no kill though. That doesn't happen often for Alex, but I think that was a left arm hit or a left shoulder hit, so.
Nice dash. 2.
Yeah, Daisy's doing well so far. This, as you said, it's a matchup that Marie can win. It's just very important that she controls the distance.
Nice.
It's important for every matchup, of course, but I'd say in this one more so than most. Like, Marie really needs to make sure that if they get close like that, that she has a plan to instantly end the fight.
And this could be good good training for the chaos that Piper's gonna bring in.
Yeah, because Piper probably has a somewhat similar game plan at the very least. Although Piper, his Alex is like he's always got stuff queued up ready for you. So
Yeah, and This makes things very interesting because if Daisy gets a strong win here, oh,
Oh, there's a
nice
hit to
one.
the leg.
Daisy lost the first fight 5-1, and if she gets a 5-0 or another 5-1 here, and Chess has won his first fight. So as I said, the points are what matters the most.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, in each fight, you're directly fighting your competitors for place in the next round.
Oh, gets another hit.
So
Yeah,
fumbling
Chess just
a
needs to
flag,
score some points.
yeah, fumbling a flag or losing a flag. I remember in one of your tournaments, actually the one that Piper won,
Mm-hmm.
I fumbled a very big flag against Steve, and that flag turned out to be my undoing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So yeah. Okay, 5-2, very good result there for Daisy, and I think we're gonna have a very interesting tournament here with a lot of people having chances of going through. Subu versus Piper. This is a very interesting and important fight, I would say. If one of these two manages to get a good win here, it could prove decisive. That's why I was happy to get away with a win against Piper there because I was really afraid of that fight. He terrifies me. He's a madman. And jokes aside, this is one thing that makes Piper very successful, which is that he doesn't get intimidated by anything. Like it doesn't matter who you pick, it doesn't matter how many flags you score against him. It doesn't matter what you're playing, like what mode or map. He's just going to be the same. He's just going to push the aggression and just throw at you, which is not the case with every player. Some players just kind of shell up, or they become aggressive, or they even. Oh, nice side step. Piper gets the first, but Subu's one of those players that can match of the rhythm. Maybe not as aggressive as Piper, but can definitely match the rhythm. And as I said earlier, you gotta throw. Oh, nice one. I like when that move just kind of connects twice before landing the decisive blow. It looks very nice. Oh, nice blow, and then with the side step. Classic Subu. 2-1. Side step. Oh, gets pushed there. And Subu actually gets the flag there, although he was about to lose it. Piper usually goes with a two-piece after the push to make sure the side step, try to push, gets punished. 3-2. Double. Oh. Yeah, Subu takes control. 4-2. One more. Oh, he jumped and he got the third flag, which I think is pretty important for Piper. Oh, same, the same situation with the push. 5-3, and Subu wins it. A very entertaining fight. There's
Yeah, I need
something.
to take a breather after that.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Obviously, I'm not gonna
GG
tell.
though.
I'm not gonna tell Piper how to play Alex. He obviously has a lot more experience than I do, but I'm just gonna say that he's doing something wrong after the push. He's doing. I mean, not necessarily doing something wrong, but there's something better that he can do. That's all I'm saying. Okay, next is Daisy. versus me. The first time we're gonna fight. Here we go.
He wants to know.
I will not tell him ever. I keep my secrets to myself. Otherwise, I can't win anymore. Here we go. I remember, and obviously it's a little bit of a joke, but it's also pretty serious. There was a time when people were saying that Isabella's guard is really good, and there's nothing, and there are certain holes that Isabella has in her guard, and I was saying like, guys, Isabella has some holes in her guard and some attacks that she can't block, and people were asking, yeah, which ones? I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not gonna tell you because I don't want you to use them against me next time. So figure them out on your own. Daisy is in.
Yeah.
Take left side, Daisy. I mean, I can give you tips on what to do with Isabel, but I'm not gonna give you. I'm not gonna tell you what works
Mm.
against her. It's just how it is.
Yeah, I get it.
Unless you pay me, of course. That works. Here we go. Another Marie.
Yeah, long guard
A
there.
more traditional Marie, I have to say, from Daisy, compared to the nice.
Ooh, to the face, yeah. It's a good Marie for sure, but I think she just needs a little bit of info's craziness, or maybe if she prefers fighting a certain way, she brings that more to the table. Just something. What I call it is breaking the rules. So there's, like you were kind of alluding to, there's certain ways that you have to play Hellish Court, and when you're just starting out, you really don't want to deviate from those. And it's just like with a lot of games, but then once you get very good at it, you learn when to break those rules and when it's okay to do so, because there's no absolutes. So I think that's the secret sauce that Daisy needs. What that looks like is really up to her. It doesn't have to be exactly what info does, but just something to mix it up from the usual.
Click. Bine. Nu mai vorbesc atunci. Bine, închid asta. Bine. Uite-mă.
Lead beat there. Dashes in. Oh, counter thrust. Nice. With the hand protection there. Saving the hand from that cut. Thrust into cut. Venator keeps going. Tries to anyway. A bunch of stabs from Daisy. That was a good effort from her, but it just wasn't enough. Venator sort of had to pause a little bit because of all those stabs coming in. The dash misses somehow. I'm kind of surprised, actually, but that is something Marie can sometimes do. It's not just with Isabella. Although some characters like Hassan really feel it because he's so tall, Hassan that is, and can struggle to hit her head, but still Venator wins pretty convincingly.
Good fight. Ooh, we got Info versus Subu. An interesting fight here. Oh, or revenge. Revenge for Subu here after the semi-final in the previous one. Let's get info in. Info left, super right. his info. Here we go. Info left Subu, right? Alright. 5 flags fight here. Very important. Oh! Oh! Side step. 1-1. I'm keeping it down because my fiance went to sleep. Nice chop. Double. Subu is keeping it simple. Oh! Grabbed. Nice. 3-3. Yeah, info's nice one. Subu keeping it simple. Nice. 4-4. Oh! That's it. Great fight. 5-4. Info still with a good number of flags. Subu manages to win a very important fight here. And now we're
Yeah, GG. That was great.
yeah, Subu, I'm gonna need you to take over the commentary here. I mean, obviously, I'm gonna
Mhm.
say something here every now and then. It's just that I need to. It's late and I need to keep it down.
Yeah, that's all good.
Chesses versus Piper next. Here we go. My Turkish friend wants to try Hellish Quart again, and he wants to try the Ottoman guy. It would be nice to have him.
Yeah, it would.
Um,
I hope he's not disappointed if he does, though, because like I mean, Hassan is not the worst character there is, but I feel like he's a bit too simple.
yeah. Well, for a start, I think that could be an advantage.
True.
That is
Yeah.
very simple. Thing is, my friend used to play UFC professionally, and UFC is actually a very good base for Hellish Quart. A lot of
Hmm.
principles are the same, and considering how simple Hellish Quart is compared to the UFC, if he actually wants to get better, he would be very good. He could be very good, but Yeah, we'll see if he wants to play. I've been telling him to play for a long time. Here we go. Chess has left, Piper right.
Ooh, Sam versus Alex. Whoa. Okay, he got the grab, but that's funny. It's like he spared him. He's like, okay, I could have killed you, but
Yeah.
I'll just let you surrender. I haven't seen that bug in a while. I knew it was a thing, but I thought maybe it was fixed over these years, but I guess not quite. Maybe Piper inputted something,
Oh, look at the little backwise.
or
Oh,
yeah, good snipe there. Chessos, I think he's playing defensively, but he's doing a good job of it. So,
nice.
ooh, but Piper gets a hit.
2-2.
Yeah, I do like that he's trying to be patient and actually going for these snap cuts to the arm. And that was a good try with the sidestep. I'm surprised it didn't land. Oh, hits the head, but I guess Piper's blade ate the force of that blow before it connected. By the game's logic, amazing dodge by Piper. The things he pulls off. It looked like Chesses had it, but Piper got out of the way just in time. Stab from too close, I think. Yeah, that's what happens with Alex. But good try from Chesses. That was over pretty quick, as usual. Just not in his favor. Yeah.
5-2.
Piper's a tough opponent.
5-2, right?
Yes, exactly.
Let me see.
Yeah, I hope Chesses isn't too discouraged by that. We all have moments like that against Piper. He's like the best player there is at just sheer aggression and nothing else. So
5-2. All right. So the first 3 rounds are over, which means that we can look at the standings and see how things are going right now. I am number 1, Subu number 2, Piper 3, Info, Chesses, and Daisy complete the rest. So let's move on to round 4.
mhm.
Piper versus Info.
Of course, for info, unfortunately, that in round two, getting 0 points, I think that really set her back. So she needs to think about doing the same to Piper. I
Mm-hmm.
think if she wants the best chances of
Yeah,
getting to the top three, you just got to knock somebody down.
yeah, still 2 fights to go.
Yeah.
All right. Piper left, Info right. Oh,
Marta versus Marie. Okay. Yeah, Piper didn't want to get stabbed a lot, so punch into cut. Turn. Oh, that was a cut to the left arm, so no kill. But Piper kept going. Still doing what Piper does with Marta, more or less. Well, the machine gun stabs, I feel like Marie, maybe Info discovered something, or she had a recovery buff to that particular move. But either way, it's been proving pretty effective if you land a good hit first. There's another stab. And, you know, to be fair, Marta more or less can do the same thing as well, so it's not really unfair or anything like that. It's just, it's good that Marie has something that she can do to follow up. Because that's something every good character needs, I think. There's a stab from Info, and actually a very good performance for Info so far. And Info, at this point, just needs to focus on not giving a flag away. And Info's definition of that is actually aggression, but Piper shuts that down. I gotta give Info credit for that, for just having no fear and going in, but Piper is not gonna let her win so easily. And unfortunately, I think Piper wanted a stab, maybe, but he did a cut. And Info with the perfect counter.
Yeah, 5-2. This is exactly what the Info needed. Because
Mm-hmm.
Info was actually. Yeah, Info was 3 points behind, and she won 5-2, and she overcame Piper now in the rankings, but still one fight to go. Subu versus Daisy next.
Yeah.
I like that Piper just stays in Parsec. He doesn't bother just leaving. Did I change the names? Yeah, I did.
Went with Father Zera. Interesting.
Nice one. First kill there for Subu. Three now for Subu. Nice. 4-0. This is gonna be tough for Daisy here. She needs at least a few more flags. Nice. Yeah, Father Zero pick wasn't the most inspired one. And Subu wins this one 5-0.
GG.
Next, it's going to be me versus Chesses.
Yeah, I appreciate that you were trying to go for unpredictability, Daisy. I see why you made the pick, because Marie maybe isn't the best matchup, but I think your Marie is still much more difficult than your Zera. because I know Zera's moves pretty well, having fought some really good Zera players. So when I see those high recovery moves, I know I can just instantly punish them. So Zera's tough to use. Got to be very good with him. But he is a powerful character in the right hands.
Okay, here we go. I'm on the left, Chess is on the right.
Yeah. Yeah, but if you do learn Zera well, you absolutely can compete at a high level. There's some good Zera players like Tao, Pekla, actually Toasted Bread as well. So it's definitely possible, but you got to know what moves are high recovery, what are low recovery, how his cancels work, and some other stuff. And his stabs too. He actually has some good stabs that you can set up well. I did like that you were trying to Zwerkow into my cuts though. That's a very good idea. One of those master strikes to single tempo. Iger cut to the hand there. Venator taking another flag. Vinard. Oh, it works. Wow. It sometimes does, actually. That YY spam, the back Y, it's often thrown accidentally because it's so slow. You think it's so telegraphed, and usually it's pretty easy to punish, but Chess has made it work. Maybe the timing threw Venator off and actually wins the trade there. Or it just found a nice angle because it does get compensation by reaching very far for being slow and telegraphed. So, and it hits pretty hard too. Oh yeah, that might have again been a misplay there. It's so easy to do because of a lot of characters. Like I think Chess is used to playing Sam, for instance. Back Y spam is actually pretty good if you're in danger. But with Laszlo, yeah, you end up in situations like this where it's actually a combo to back Y. It's not its own move if you do it. So it's not that you can't throw back Y a lot. It's just you have to be very careful how you do it. You gotta be disciplined. There's a time and a place. But still, Chessis is making it a fight. I know he said it was luck that he beat me, but I mean, he's doing really well, skill-wise, too. I really don't want to take that away from him at all. He's very humble, but he's getting better at the game. We've seen him do well against Oak as well. I mean, that's not easy. And so, he shows a lot of promise. Two hits from Venator. Yeah, there we go. Third hit.
GG. He employed the Oaken tactic there. That's what Oak does against me as well. Nice. 5-4. Good fight. Last round. Daisy versus Piper. Next. Daisy left, Piper right.
Piper going with Marta again. Again, obviously not wanting to be stabbed a lot by Alex, and I get it. Like even back when I was maining Alex and I would take Alex against rapiers, I still really hated being stabbed a lot and just being vulnerable to them. Sometimes even if you're in long guard, and it's obviously a fair weakness for Alex to have given all of his other strengths, but it's just not always the best experience to deal with. Even if Alex on paper is way more powerful than Marie, it is still a thorn in his side that he's got to deal with, if you will. And Piper maybe wanted a stab there. I don't think he wanted to throw that slow cut. Yeah, that's not one of the. It's not a very good move for Marta, unsurprisingly so. Throws another cut. I think he wanted a stab again, but threw a cut. I'm actually curious. Again, it's very easy to do that with Marta if you're not familiar with how her moves work. So, yeah, it's understandable. Trying to dip under. Yeah, again, throws a cut there. I think because if he did a stab after, that would have been good. But I think Piper once again threw a cut by mistake. That's just a matter of getting familiar with the moveset, and Daisy got it. 5-2. The thing that's unintuitive sometimes about Marta is you do a forward input from neutral guard, and most often you're throwing a cut. And Piper likes moving forward, so I suspect he was trying to change some of those attacks to stabs, but they ended up coming out as cuts because he wasn't inputting the stabs. But I'm not sure. Maybe he was going for cuts, but
Oh, it's over already?
yeah, it is.
Let me check.
It was 5-2 for Daisy.
Oh, wow.
You're trying to cut sheepishly. I see. So you're giving into your saber instincts. I see. So you know the moves. It's just yeah. Okay.
Okay. We got chesses versus info next.
Yeah, I get it, Piper. Your caveman instincts. If you were in 19th century fencers, you'd say Germanic instincts too, because there's this idea back in history that like the Romantic people liked stabbing, and that the Germanic people, that's the Northerners, the English, the Germans, they like cutting. And that was to do with the trends at the time as well. The Germanic peoples, quote unquote, tended to have more cutting swords, and it just so happens the French and the Italians, etc., had a lot of stabbing swords. So
Um, who's fighting again? Chesses and info. Mm, yeah, info and chesses are actually in a very interesting position because
mhm.
um, if chesses manages to win here at 2 flags difference, he will overcome info and qualify to the next round. So it's a very interesting fight. Here we go. Let's see what happens. Chess is left, info right.
Samuel, yeah, that's probably a good pick. Actually, Laszlo's not bad either, but you do have to know how to use him against rapiers. Similar problem to Alex if you're not careful, but does have good, very good tools that will do a lot of damage. Samuel, on the other hand, has better passive protection, both against cuts and stabs, actually. It doesn't necessarily matter if you're long guarding or not, so And Sam does have that thrust too. Yeah, I was gonna mention that, but Info was able to get the first flag there. Nice. That dash cut is very deceptive, and it's good against rapiers actually. That is something cool that Sam has that a few other characters don't have, is he has these dash snap cuts. Like there's that dash Y, but then you also have down forward X from neutral guard, which is even less risky. Just something that a lot of characters don't have unless you manually dash first, but it's a bit slower than an actual move. Yazut kind of has one too, but I don't think it's quite as good. Barbash has a dash in the snap cut. There's actually a move that does something like that too, but it's manual. And if you dash forward and try it, you're probably gonna Thunder Punch, so it doesn't work going forward, only to the side. Nice, moves forward, gets the point passed, but the thrust just doesn't kill. I think Chess has expected it to kill, but often with sabers, when you land a stab, you have to be ready to land a cut right after. And with Sam's like high commitment attack, it might be easier said than done, to be fair. Yeah, you need to think about doing something like that, although Chess just didn't land it. The idea there was good, and he finishes it off there with the back Y. Back X there, nice. Okay. I like what he's doing with that. Yeah. The Vineyard X cuts. Yeah, trying to be very tight and just beating that rapier aside. It makes it tough for Info to advance, especially because his return to auto guard is quick. And there's a dash. Nice from Chessus. Needs one more. Again, very deceptive, especially against a flimsy guard like Marie's. It just happens to hit over top where the weak of the blade is, so she might just get hit by it. It is a little bit slow though. Theoretically, if Marie sees it coming, she can just stab you, but not without risking a blade beat, so it still has some use there. Some taunts. Marie's is kind of funny.
Yeah.
Like she raises her leg completely. Like some cheerleader or something, and Chessus takes it. Nice.
5-4, but I think it's not enough to go through.
Yeah.
I'll have a look. Yeah, but this is exactly the case that I was talking about. Since Chessus got 18 points just as Info, that means that Chessus will get 2 points in the rankings because he scored the same number. Um, Last fight is going to be between me and you for the
Mm-hmm.
top spot of the qualifiers, which is really important. So Info did qualify to the semifinal, and let me see. Obviously, if I win, I get first place. But if you win 5-4, you're gonna get the +1, and I'm gonna get a -1. So you need to beat me at 2 points difference
Okay.
to get first place. Yeah, 2 points difference. Let's go. I'm left. You are right.
Yeah, no worries, Chessus. It was really close, to be fair.
Yeah, but he will get, as I said, he's getting the 2 points. And thank you for joining, because he was the guy who saved the event.
Yeah, we didn't need Johnny Smith this time.
Mm. Do you have?
So I just need controls, yeah.
Here we go.
Since I have second place secured and I have nothing to lose, let's do an Isabella mirror.
Yeah, sure.
If info had won, I probably would have used Bara just to ensure I at least get 1 point, but might as well have some fun.
Actually, your Isabella can be pretty tricky. Oh, nice.
Thanks. GG.
GG, good fight. Okay. 5-3. You are in again uh, in the semi-final with Info,
Mm-hmm.
and this is going to be a best of 3 fight, 5 flags. We're swapping sides after that, and the winner is going to face me in another best of 3. And if that person wins, then it's going to be just a best of 1 in the second final. So Subu Info starts right now. Best of 3, 5 flags. Flags do not
If
matter.
info wins now, she gets challenger. Yeah, I believe so.
We're not doing challenger anymore.
Well,
uh,
she would, yeah.
yeah, she's already in
That's a good
Vanguard,
point, yeah.
but with some good results tonight, she might be pushing towards the top 5. So
Mm-hmm.
we'll see.
Yeah. It's still a milestone, I would say, getting second place twice.
Yeah,
So info should be happy
for sure.
if that happens. Well, actually, second place once is still good. It's like her first time, so. Unfortunately, info, I won't make it easy for you to get second place twice, but I wish you good luck.
Here we go. Here we go. versus Marie. Nice chop. Nice. 1-1. Info and Subu have fought a couple of times tonight. Wins on both sides. 2-1 for Info now. 2-2. Fast-paced fight. Here you go. Here from Subu. Oh, gets punished for it. Info kept her cool. 3-2. And Info is very close on getting the first point in this best of 3. Needs to be careful though. Try the Russian, got punished. Oh, close. But Subu takes advantage. 4-4. One point left for the first set. Oh, and Info takes it with a triangle. Congratulations. Info is now 1-0 and needs to win one of the next two. Swapping sides. Isabella for Subu. This could prove to be an interesting fight because Info already has a couple of techniques against Isabella, but Subu's also no nonsense type of Isabella when it comes to rapiers. Just goes in. We'll see if Info manages to punish. Not this time. The Y beats the blade. Again. Classic. Okay, so Info gets our first flag here. Oh! Quick cut. 4-1. And that's it. Subu wins 1-1. We're swapping sides again, and we're here for the last fight. Info needs to find an answer for that aggression. Swap sides. Kalk. Marie. Okay. Info is already making some adjustments. The side step fighting linearly can prove pretty bad for Marie. 1. Nice. That's the blade. Nice grab. 2-1. Info a little bit too passive on those on Isabella's aggression. Again, 4-1. Nice cut. 4-2. Nice triangle. 4-3. Info taking initiative. Subu needs one more. Info needs 2. Oh, try to grab. And Subu wins it. 5-3. And Info gets a 3rd place. Congratulations. Couldn't deal with the forward aggression there from Subu. Just beating the blade. And Subu and I are in the final. Best of 3. Subu, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Here we go.
And a GG Info. I actually learned that pressing Y a bunch of times with Isabella is a good way to counter Marie a little while back, so yeah, that's why I was doing that.
It's all good. So you know how this works. It's best of 3, and if you win this best of 3, we're going to do just a best of 1 fight. The second fight. Here we go.
Oh, nice.
GG. Alright, we're swapping sides.
Yeah, GG. Yeah, I could see that, Piper. I think a lot of it's psychological. I feel like Alex is typically more powerful than Marie, so he's not actually a bad pick, I don't think. It's just that Marie is really annoying to fight. That's how I would kind of put it.
Yeah, and Info.
For Alex, that is.
Info also fights very linearly, so if you push the aggression, her guard will not gonna deal with some powerful cuts.
Yeah. I don't know how I keep doing that though. Just somehow clutching these tired swings, yeah. Whoa, that was interesting. Just thought it should have hit as well, but you got it, so. Nice, yeah.
GG.
Oh, nice, yeah. GG, yeah. You were the better player today. Nicely done.
Yeah, thank you very much. And yeah, we finished 3 events tonight. Thank you for helping out with the commentary. Thank you for competing in all of them. I'm happy that
No
you
problem.
actually got to the final in the last one. I think you definitely deserved it. Tonight you were
Mm-hmm.
close a few times, and it was amazing having all these players. Shout out to Info as well for competing in all of the events. Shout out to Daisy as well, and all the other guys who were in every event. Chesses. It was fun, and I'm glad to be back with a series of events. I'll end it right here because I'm a little tired, but I'll
Yeah.
see you guys soon with the next event.
Yeah, see ya. GG.